15, I'm going to go ahead and go over a studying and test taking tool that will help you in those situations when your mind totally blanks or when you're staring at the paper and you have no clue where to start. It is called the organized brain dump. So please keep watching for how to. The whole point of this organized brain dump is to help you start when your brain just totally blanks. So how are you going to do that? What you want to do is take advantage of things that are probably committed to your memory, the things that you've heard over and over again in class, maybe even within classes of the same subject. So you want to start off with categories, main ideas, or topics. This is going to get your brain kick-started, and it's going to start reminding you of what you need to know. And also it's going to be a really great way to organize your content and your information. So for example, if I were about to take a math test and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm kind of forgetting things, let me refocus and calm myself, I would think, what are some major categories in math? I would think, okay, we got a lot of vocab, that's for sure. I also know we got a lot of formulas. And so now what I'm going to do is give myself this starting point and brain dump them, and that's going to help me build off of them. Or for history, for example, a really good way to organize history is through the historical scopes, or as I like to call them, the scopies. And then I could go ahead and break it down into political, ideological, economic, and social. It's going to give me a starting point. It's going to make sure I'm including lots of different things as well. So once you have these major categories, then what you want to do is the second step. You want to build connections by asking questions. And these are just simple questions like who, what, or how. So for example, let's say for some reason, the only thing I can remember about this test I'm about to take is the USS Maine sinking. And so then I would ask myself, all right, who supposedly sunk it? And then that would remind me Spain's involved. And then I could ask myself, who blamed the Spanish? Oh, it was the US. Who was president? McKinley. What did this cause? It caused national indignation. And now I'm building up these different categories, and I am building my confidence in what I know, focusing on what I know, and I have a lot more down. When could you use this organized brain dump tool? I would definitely suggest using it as a study tool because it'll help you figure out what you need to study and what you don't need to study, which will make your whole process a lot more efficient. And then also by repeatedly practicing this organized brain dump, it's going to help commit the content to memory. Then what you're going to do is use this before you even start answering questions on a test. This will especially come in handy if you did use this as a study tool because you'll have it so well practiced, you'll be able to get down a lot of what you know. This is going to be a way to help build your confidence and help calm your testing anxiety because you're focusing on what you do know as opposed to what you don't know. It's also allowing you to compartmentalize your brain's thinking. So on a test, what you're having to do is be able to recall from memory and critically think about answering questions. So by doing the brain dump, you're getting all your memory part done first, and then when you get to answering the questions, you can just solely focus on the critical thinking aspect. Last but not least, I would definitely recommend this before an outline as a way to make sure your content that you're including is very balanced, you're not leaving anything out, and it's also going to help you start visually seeing how it all fits together and how you can organize it in a very structured and effective way.